Today we're going to go ahead and unbox the Cuisinart chef-style portable tabletop grill. We ordered this grill directly off of Amazon. This is exactly the box that it came in. You can see that it's definitely got a little bit of nicks and dents just from shipping to us, but otherwise the box looks really good. It's in great shape. It looks like it's probably packaged really well with lots of styrofoam. My guess is there's no internal box and that this is the shipping box. So let's go ahead and open it up, see what's inside. All right, yeah, just like I suspected here, we'll go ahead and cut this side clean off. When we look inside here, it actually looks in pretty good shape. This Cuisinart is pretty sturdy inside of here. There's plenty of spacing. Looks like a little bit of cracking on the styrofoam on this side, but other than that, the spacing's really good. Nothing's touching the other side. This thing came packaged really, really well. First thing that jumps out at me is that we're probably gonna have to put the legs onto this. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up, see what type of pieces that we need to get inside. It's got some safety clasps on here. Everything looks pretty clean. And inside here, also some styrofoam just to keep everything from jostling around inside of the item. Got the handle covered up. So let's go ahead and get all the components out. Looks like we're gonna have to assemble some legs on here and we'll get everything put together. All right, so I've gone ahead and put together all the components, pulled them out of their packaging. It looks like we're gonna have to assemble the handle on here. We got a drip pan, it looks like 4 table legs and the knobs. So not a lot of work here to put this grill together to get it fully functioning. So we'll go ahead and do this and see how easy it is to put each item together. I originally thought I could do this with a ratchet, but it's actually so close to the base of this grill that we actually need to use this driver here. These legs aren't the easiest to get on. I much would have preferred these legs already being on. It just seems like so much of the grill's already assembled, and just sliding them in and having the right tools just seems to be just a little bit extra work that I probably would have preferred not to do, but it's not hard at all. The legs go on pretty easy. Each of the metals actually lined up really well, so there seems to be no issues altogether. One of the things about these is you can't over tighten these nuts, only because the legs are very hard to move if that's the case. Now, I want them a little bit tighter so that they'll stay and they won't actually collapse when I'm trying to get them in place. All right, now that we got our legs on here, we can see that we're definitely lifted up off the table. The next step is we're gonna go ahead and throw these knobs on. These knobs, they're actually, they're not stainless steel, they're just a plastic, like a chrome colored plastic. They seem, relatively lightweight, inexpensive, cheap. We're gonna go ahead and put these on. It says just to go ahead and put these, and all right, we got that one there. And these are firmly pushed into place. Looks like the last thing that we need to do to assemble this grill is to go ahead and put the handle in place. They provided a few short screws and just some plate covers to make it look decoratively nice. So let's go ahead and put this in, see how it looks. All right, I have gone ahead and attached the handle to this grill. I've tightened as much as I possibly can. One of the things we want to check for is just how firm is it. It's actually pretty firm. It actually does a great job. It doesn't look flimsy. The lid tilts just a little bit, but it's not too bad. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of this grill and see some of the components and what we like, what we don't like. One of the things we need to do is go ahead and slide this drip pan underneath. It looks like it just slides from one side. I'm gonna go ahead and move the grill. We're gonna go ahead and select this side over here. That drip pan just slides right into place. Doesn't look like there's anywhere really to hold it. There's nothing really catching it. Looks like a little bit of a lip that it falls into, so that's actually not too bad. One of the things that I really like about this particular grill, and just a lot of these dials just showing your temperature, is that for someone who's just getting started in grilling, it's showing your warming, your barbecue, your grill, and your preheat, just different temperature settings to kind of give you an idea of what range you actually should be in. So that's pretty nice. One of the things that I noticed when I first jumped in and opened this grill up is the really big stainless steel grate that they put in here. This is actually really nice. It's actually very heavy, feels very, very thick. I really like it a lot. Inside, these stainless steel heat warmers, this is what's going to actually dissipate, create your heat surface that's going to go through. These are actually really nice. They're very thick. I'm very pleased with how nice they are. Inside, we have a really nice tubular construction. In here, we have a nice big U shape. It's coming in. Your burners are going all the way around. When I look inside here, when I clean out some of these items, you can see a lot of rivets, a lot of welding. Looks like several pieces. It's not like one single piece, one main piece that scrapes through, and it does a really nice job. But overall, it looks really nice. A lot of venting on the sides. Very curious how wind is going to flow through here when we're cooking and we're grilling and just dissipating that heat. But other than that, the grill itself looks really, really nice, and I like it. If we're testing our starter there, these turn really nice. They kind of lock back in place. You have to push back in order to get it back to turn off. So let's go ahead and start this up. Let's see what these flames look like. And whoo, there we go. All right. That igniter is just about an inch away, and that spark, it lit right up. It looks like a really good even heat on this side right now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down. See what it looks like down. Now we got a really nice flame here. It's really nice and low, but it looks really, really clean. I got no complaints. You hear that one firing up as well. Each one requires its own spark. There's nothing here that would allow you, nothing's close enough to go ahead and ignite the other side. So each side has its own igniter. It's not bad. We're gonna go ahead and give this a nice close, and we're gonna actually see what this temperature looks like rising up and just how quick it is. Go ahead and start our timer. We'll see how long it takes for this grill to get up to 500 degrees. All right, it looks like we're at 500 degrees, and we're just about 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 20 seconds, give or take a few here. This thing heated up really quick, so you're looking at about 6 minutes, you're actually gonna start grilling. If we go ahead and open this up, inside, I mean, it is flaming hot inside of here. Everything looks really good. You can definitely tell that this thing is ready for some steak, and let's go ahead and give it a try. All right, we have our boneless New York strip. It's already dusted. Let's go ahead and throw it on the grill and see how it cooks. Okay, here we go. It's our first go around. So I am noticing that this grill loses about 50 degrees when you open and close it. But let's go ahead and flip this New York strip, see how it looks. So that's really nice. We've got some nice char grill marks there. Probably could go a little bit longer, but let's go ahead and sear the other side. All right, let's go ahead and take it off the grill. We've got a really nice flame going here. Steak looks absolutely delicious. And you'll see it flaming up a little bit. Not bad. And we'll go ahead and set it right there. So we've gone ahead and we let this steak rest for just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and cut into it and just see how good it looks. All right, so I did cook this steak just a little bit on the medium side. I typically like my steak cooked medium, so we have a nice thin pink line running right through the middle. We have some great grill marks on here. It looks like this steak, that this grill did a great job cooking this. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. This grill has done a great job on this ribeye. It's very smooth all the way through, very tender on the inside, and a nice crust on the outside. These grill marks look really good. This steak would be perfectly paired with another vegetable of some sort, but ultimately, you know, when it comes to the main piece, you know, the taste test, it shines. All right, let's see how this grill handles a thicker meat, like a petite filet. So for the New York strip, I cooked these each at 3 minutes, so 3 minutes aside. I did rotate to try to get the crosshatch right on there, to get the griddle marks. We were going for a little bit more of a medium steak. I like my steak medium. However, a filet is a much thicker steak, and that thicker steak, it's actually gonna take a lot more time to cook in the middle. We're gonna shoot for a medium rare on this steak. We're gonna cook each side 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and try to char the sides of that steak as well, since we can stand it up on the ends. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's go ahead and see how this steak fared. So we got some really good sear marks on the top and the bottom here. This filet, we're gonna go ahead and set it out. All right, let's go ahead and cut into this filet and see how it cooked. Inside, we have a nice pink center there. So we cooked this just about right. You can just see all the juices trapped inside. That activated charcoal really does help kind of sear the outside, keep everything inside. Now let's go ahead and do the taste test. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this tastes. It's just like butter. Melts in the mouth. You know, it is cooked evenly through. Probably not as pink for some people. If we had let this rest for a little bit longer, it probably would have got a lot darker. So we did cut it open just at the right time. So go ahead and unlock all that flavor. This grill does a great job at cooking the steaks. It seemed to be pretty even heat altogether. One of the things that I didn't really like about it is that you're not going to get a really great sear on this grill. You don't have a lot of exposure to flame. Some of the flames that did come up on that New York strip did help it sear a lot, but this thicker, leaner steak just didn't have that extra fat content that was gonna sear it up. I would have liked to have seen that, but otherwise, it did a great job cooking the steak. All right, let's see how this grill does with America's favorite, hamburgers and hot dogs. So we'll go ahead and throw some hot dogs on here. I don't ever dust hot dogs, so let me have some nice burgers. So we'll go ahead and throw those on there. I typically only dust one side of my hamburgers. All right, let's go ahead and flip this over. Oh, that was way too soon. Way too soon. This is just evident that this grill just does not provide a great sear. You'd have to keep this on here for quite some time to actually get it. What we're gonna do is go ahead and test the difference between the two and see exactly how long it takes to cook. All right, for this hamburger right here, it's definitely liquidy on here. It's not really getting dried out as much. If we go ahead and we break that apart, our goal here was to cook this burger medium, and you can see we have a nice light center on the inside. And so it did cook all the way through. Again, not a really hard top on these right here, and still very, very liquidy. If we look at the taste test, perfect heat all the way through. It tastes delicious. I mean, the burger does taste delicious. Very, very, very liquidy on here. These are not going to be dry at all. So a lot of the moisture. Now these are more of a 80-20 blend here, but cooked very well through. Thank you for watching our YouTube video on the Cuisinart grill. Like always, we're going to be raffling this grill off. If you're subscribed to our newsletter on our website, www.orderitdusted.com, you'll automatically be entered. If you don't win this grill, you might be one of the 5 lucky participants. We'll go ahead and send this travel grill kit out and you'll get one of those. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and mash that subscribe button. It means the world to us to give that support. And until next time, happy grilling.